Got a question here asked on LockerGnome.net by Guy from Denmark. That's his handle, and I could only assume that he's not in France. What happened to Second Life? Well, nothing really happened to it, other than it happened to be overrun by people addicted to porn and gambling. So essentially, Second Life became First Life for a lot of people, considering that, 90% of the galaxy addicted to porn and gambling? Was that the statistic I read somewhere? As I turn around to an invisible audience in my hotel room here. Either way, Second Life was a fantastic platform so long as you knew how to use it. That is to say, you thought like a developer, because it was designed by developers for developers. This virtual world of sorts, which is a lot like a chat room, only a lot of overload. You could build your own anything in Second Life, and people did. In fact, everybody was just all into Second Life, and some of us were looking at it going, dude, seriously? It's an avatar, and you fly around, and you build some stuff, and you chat. What's the big deal? In fact, I went on record with these very same thoughts years ago about Second Life, pretty much saying that it wasn't going to make it. Now, not to say that it's not going to make it. It is still around, and some people love Second Life, just like some people love porn and love gambling. And if you can mix virtual reality with porn and gambling, you have Second Life. Now, that's not to say that if you aren't into porn and not into gambling, that you shouldn't go to Second Life, not to throw too many more negatives into that sentence there. Either way, it's really not as big as it used to be. Don't really hear about it, in my regular news feeds. Nobody seems to log in, at least people who I am connected to. Well, I do still have an account on Second Life. I'm Wicket Pixie, because at that point in time, you could choose a first name, but you were given a last name, and so I chose Pixie, since that was one of my dogs, and then I wrote in Wicket as my first name. So it was kind of fun to be able to go in there naming myself after my two dogs. It's kind of bizarre on a completely different level. Either way, I can't say that anything has happened to it, other than I think people realizing it really wasn't that big of a deal in the first place. So welcome to that line of thought, if it took you that long to figure out it really wasn't all that exciting in the first place. Interesting, yes, but revolutionary? No way in hell. I can get my porn and gambling in easier ways with real people. That sounded really bad. I realize I'm just saying that you don't have to go through a virtual world to get to the same things that you would normally get to in other ways, and I'm just going to stop right now because I realize that I've probably said too much, even though I'm not into porn and I'm not into gambling at all. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that if you are into porn and gambling, because if you are, Second Life is for you. My email address is chris@perillo.com in case you'd like to send me any of your remarks. The video feed there is at live.perillo.com, and then my blog, chris.perillo.com, geeks.perillo.com. Now you know my username on the Second Life universe platform thing. You can friend me there. I probably won't friend you back because I never log in. If you want to ask your own questions, you're more than welcome to. I've got the community for Q&A set up there, running an open source platform, OSQA. And you can leave a response to a guy from Denmark's question, specifically on Second Life here, or start your own question, answer other questions, doesn't matter. And that one is open right now at LockerGnome.net. We'll see you later.